When corrupt cops let their egos spiral out of control, there is nothing more satisfying than watching them absolutely get humbled by higher authority. Here are some wild instances where these tyrants got the reprimand they deserve. Be sure to stick around until the end, because the last cop's downfall will leave you speechless. Take this first so-called untouchable officer who had his superior step in and drop the hammer hard.
What's going on? Waiting for your Uber?
Yeah.
You have an ID I can take a look at, man?
No, you don't. I don't. I'm not doing anything wrong.
Well, you're sitting in front of a closed bar and I can
I'm
see you're
waiting on my
intoxicated.
Uber, my friend.
Let me see your ID.
No.
Okay. We can do this one in two ways, sir.
We can
Okay,
do this many ways.
I'm being respectful to you.
I'm sitting here waiting on my Uber. I am doing nothing
Show me on your
wrong.
phone that your Uber's coming.
You know what? I want to break out my camera right now.
Go ahead, mine's running
I want
as
to
well.
start filming you.
Mine's running as well.
Things escalated when the officers requested James's ID and he refused to provide it, leading to an unexpected confrontation.
I am not doing anything wrong.
Okay, well,
I'm doing everything right. Not drinking and driving. And why are you messing with me?
I'm not messing with you, sir. You're sitting in front of a closed
you
bar.
are.
You're sitting in front of a closed bar.
You are messing with a Navy veteran that is waiting on an Uber,
Sir, I'm going to ask you one
that
more
is
time.
doing
I need
nothing
to-
wrong.
Can I see your ID?
No, you can't.
You're drunk in public.
No, I'm not drunk in public.
Give me your ID.
James insisted that he hadn't committed any crime, so there is no reason for him to show his ID. His refusal only intensified the tension.
You're not getting anything, dude.
Okay. Stand
I
up.
am not doing
Stand up.
anything wrong.
Stand up. Stand up. Stand up. Stand up.
What are you doing? I'm sitting
Put your
there
hands behind
doing
your back.
nothing.
Put your other hand behind your back. Set your phone down, sir, and put your hand behind your back.
I'm sitting here doing nothing. Waiting on the Uber. Huh?
Okay, all I asked for was to see your Uber.
I'm
and
doing
you want to argue,
nothing.
and you're intoxicated.
The officer then quickly moved in, handcuffing James and confiscating his cell phone, escalating the encounter in an instant.
I don't think you're making good choices, sir.
I'm waiting on my Uber,
And all
which is the
sir,
best choice.
Sir, all I was trying to do was verify.
The worst choice
all-
would be
sir,
driving.
Sir, all I was trying to do was verify your Uber. Was that right or wrong?
Well, if you unlock me, I'll show you the Uber.
Well, that's what I. How many
verification.
times did I ask for that, sir?
Have I done anything illegal?
Well, you're intoxicated in public.
I'm sitting on
Okay,
a
and I'm not-
bench waiting on
Right,
my Uber.
at a closed business in a high crime area.
Waiting on my
So,
Uber.
sir, I have no idea who you are or what you're doing, and it's my job to find out. So all I did was wanted to have a conversation with you, and you won't give me any information at all, and it's obvious that you're intoxicated, right?
That is why I am waiting on an Uber.
Right, and how many times did I ask you to see your Uber? I tell you, my body camera's
All right,
running,
well, unlock me if it's that big a
all
deal,
you
and I'll
wanna-
show you
and
my Uber.
all you want to do is film me and argue with me.
Here, James responsibly is waiting for his Uber instead of driving under the influence, but the cop still detained him for being intoxicated in public.
I have done nothing wrong. I'm sitting here minding my own business.
Sir,
True or false?
I'm just doing my job.
You are with a Navy veteran.
Sir, step over here.
Just sitting
step
here
over here.
minding my
Step
own
over here.
business.
Step over here. Sir, you can't even walk.
I'm sitting here minding my own
You
business.
can't even walk, sir.
What are you guys doing?
You can't even walk. You're
What?
intoxicated
No,
to the
no,
point where
no,
you're
no,
a danger
no,
to yourself.
no. I'm sitting here minding my own business.
However, the cops refused to acknowledge what he had to say and instead chose to act irrationally.
I'm waiting on my Uber.
Sir,
Doing
you're going to go to
nothing.
detox. You can't even walk.
I was sitting in the chair, not
Sir?
bothering anybody.
Sir, I was trying to be reasonable with you.
Oh my
It's
God,
obvious that you're
dude! I am a
feeling
Navy
intoxicated.
veteran,
Okay, thank you for your service.
and I'm just sitting there minding my own business
Right, at a closed business.
and
it's my
waiting
job-
on my Uber.
And all I asked was for you to verify it. All I asked you to do was show me it on your phone, and I'm good with that. Okay, but you refused to do that, so you couldn't
You
do
guys
that.
are, I mean, really, you're gonna
Okay.
do this to a Navy veteran?
Sir,
I'm sitting on
have a seat in the car.
These officers are perfect examples of cops refusing to act with reason. This kind of approach leaves people like James unfairly caught in the crossfire.
Uber's
Is
gonna
there
be there in
anybody
2 minutes.
sober that can come get you?
You're not listening.
You're not, sir. I'm
I
not.
called an Uber.
Well, you can't
The
call.
Uber was 2 minutes away
You can't. You
before
can't.
you shook me down.
James, we've been here for 10 minutes and they're not here. You can't call Uber. Okay? That's not the
my
way.
phone?
That's not the way Uber works. He's got your
Where's
phone.
my phone?
He's got your phone right there.
Look it up. Whether I call an Uber or not.
You can't call them on the phone.
Did you do it through an app or did you?
I
Call
did
them.
through the Uber app.
All right, so how do I get into your phone?
6969.
If they're coming, man, I'll release you to them. But if not,
6969.
but if they're not, you're not
And
leaving
then
us much
look out
choice.
Uber.
James kept telling the officers that he had called an Uber, but they didn't believe him. They even went as far as asking him to unlock his phone to prove it.
Listen, fellas.
The green button.
I am a former combat medic.
James, thank you for
sitting
your
there,
service.
How do you?
and I'm
how
not
do-
going to lie to you.
How do I go?
6969.
He's in it.
I'm in.
Uber.
Where do I search that? I don't have this
Go
stuff.
with the Uber app.
When the Uber driver showed up, the cops released James to go. Even though his rights were violated, no lawsuits have been filed on his behalf. Next up, we have this idiot cop who arrested a veteran just for the sake of his ego.
Why are you doing this?
You gonna let me talk or you just wanna interrupt me the entire time, ma'am? Do you wanna let me talk or not?
Yes, I'm sorry.
Okay.
On May 10th, 2019, Brittany and her husband Charles were heading west on Malvern Road in Garland, Arkansas, when Trooper Ryan Wingo saw that they were exceeding the speed limit.
Stand up. Stand up.
This is fucking ridiculous. This is ridiculous. Why are you doing this? Why are you doing this?
Ma'am. There was no need for cussing me out. Until he can calm down and act like an adult, he's gonna
Listen,
send back the car.
let me explain to you. My husband
We-
has severe PTSD. Severe. He's a 100% disabled veteran. And that's why I'm here.
The situation escalated quickly when Brittany and Charles refused to reveal their identities. Trooper Wingo grabbed Charles out of the car after slamming the door.
You gonna talk to me? You gonna let me talk or you just wanna interrupt me the entire time, ma'am?
I'm sorry.
Okay. Until he can calm down and act like a human being and stop cussing me out for no reason. So I'm trying to explain to him what happened. But he doesn't want to let me talk, okay? So do you want to let me talk or not?
Yes, I'm sorry.
Okay. Now,
Seeing the grave nature of the event because of Charles's PTSD, she put his health ahead of the argument, paid the fine, and went on. Well, you might wonder if this officer was the worst, but this next idiot was caught doing the unthinkable.
You need to grab a piece of paper and a pencil and write your resignation, just like I went to. I'm not going to jail. Put your hands behind your back. I'm not going to jail. Put your hands behind your back.
Disabled Army veteran Gene Short, who has some mental and physical problems, has been harassed multiple times by the Cave City Police Department, particularly Officer Milligan.
I have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used in a court of law. I'm not under arrest, so I've already said too much, and you have a good evening, sir. Please, I don't know who called you, but they called for nothing. Okay, there's been 2 lies told on me today.
No, there ain't
and there's
a lie.
one thing I can't stand, and Brian knows this. I hate a liar, because I used to be one in the service. And for people like you to live in this world, okay? I did what I had to do, okay? But today, them people did what they thought they had to do, and they didn't. You don't know what happened. You got it on video?
Yeah. So Gene, I'm gonna.
You got
tell
it on video?
I'm gonna tell you this.
You got it on video?
Listen to me. I'm gonna tell you this.
I want to see the video.
I want
I
to
want
tell
to
you
see the
this.
video. Let me see the video, and we'll talk all you want.
Gene claimed to have had multiple interactions with Officer Milligan, just like this one time he approached him outside of a convenience store.
He touched my body. He touched me
He tried
3
to talk
times.
to you, Gene.
No, he touched my
And you
body.
know
He
what
told me
else?
not to touch me, and then he slapped my truck. Then he slapped my
Because he's
truck.
trying to get you to stop from moving the truck.
But I'm not under arrest.
It don't matter if you're under arrest or not. If we ask to talk to you, we need to talk to you. It's official.
Have a good evening, sir.
Why didn't you stop when they asked you to
He
stop?
was in, he come in the building.
It don't
and
matter.
bothered me while I think. I rushed by him as fast as I could to let him know. I'm moving fast to get out of your way. Check out. I don't want to be bothered. That's the same thing I should say. You asked me about the other officer. You want to talk to me? For what?
Gene was let off this time, but a few days later, Officer Milligan singled him out and issued him a speeding ticket.
You got your insurance in your truck?
Stay right there.
Why would I have to stay right here?
My dog.
Oh,
It's
okay.
not like you. Or cops or guns. I can't help that.
Okay. Okay. What is the problem, Gene? What's the problem?
Name that.
Trent Milligan, 205. You know who I am. What do you want?
I got what I want.
What?
You're dismissed. You're dismissed.
Sick of the officer's behavior, Gene comes to the city hall to file a complaint against the officer. However, the receptionist called Officer Milligan on the spot to speak with Gene. Talk about ridiculous.
Is he giving you any problems?
He was great. When the city meetings are, he was banging on the police door.
What's going on? You need to grab a piece of paper and pencil and write your resignation, just
I'm not
like
gonna
I
do
went
that.
to Brian. And I called him a liar to his face, and I'll call you a liar to your face.
I don't care what you call me. What
No,
are you doing
can't.
here?
Well, I got business here.
What?
You can't. Come on, I'm waiting for
Gee.
the First Amendment or Fourth Amendment right violation.
What is your business?
My
here?
business is none of your business.
Okay. Why are
How's
you here?
that? My business is not your business.
Okay. Why are you here?
My business is not
You need to
your
leave.
business.
Imagine going to file a complaint against an officer only to be greeted by him. Moments later, Officer Milligan did exactly what he had seemed to want to do all along.
He's not here right now.
You ain't gonna
okay?
say, what's your badge number? What's your badge number?
Hang on just a second, yes.
Real quick, what's your badge number and your ID?
I'm here now.
What's your...
Let's go on out.
No, I'm not
Gene,
going
you're
out.
supposed to go to jail, man.
No, I'm not going to jail. I'm not going to jail.
Put your hands behind your back.
I'm not going to jail.
Put your hands behind your back.
I'm crippled on this stuff. I did not complete the search. You gotta help me. Help me.
Roll over. We're gonna set you up. Roll over on your back.
I can't.
All right, we're gonna pick you up on 3. 1.
My pants are hanging down. They're about to fall down.
The disabled veteran was pushed and plummeted inside the police cruiser. And despite his age, they had no respect for him.
No, don't take it off. Don't take it off. Don't take it off.
Why?
I see you come. It's some hot property.
Huh? I'll give it back to you.
All right, get in here.
Ah, my hands! My hands!
Sit up. Put your legs in here.
I can't sit up because I don't have no badge.
Get your legs in here.
I'm trying to.
I got you.
All right, I got you.
Got you, boy.
Get in. I'm tired of your threats and
You're
raising
not
hell over
threatening.
nothing. Get in. Just get in. Slide in. Slide back.
I'm trying to.
Poor Gene struggled to breathe, but the officers eventually forced him into the car.
Now,
Let me get in. Let me get in.
Go
Let me
ahead.
get in.
Go ahead. Go ahead and get in.
Got these on so tight. You don't know what you're doing.
Okay, I don't. I
You've
guess.
never been trained.
You're right. Ahead. Get in. Get in the car.
I do not consent to the search of my vehicle.
We're not going to search your rig. It's getting towed. Put your arm right here in
You
front.
better not get towed.
It is getting towed.
I have a field day with you in the court. You gotta go.
Shortly after, the supervisor arrived, and Officer Milligan tried to explain his actions while adding plenty of lies.
And I was pulling out, and he rolled up beside me. Said I was driving reckless, one of my badge numbers. I dealt with him then. So I went driving around, come back, and he was sitting here waiting on me. So we went in there, and he was just sitting here watching. Well, I ain't seen him all day. And I told them, I said, if he comes back, he's acting strange, call him, we'll make him leave. I asked him to leave over and over and over again, and he wouldn't leave. Okay, that's when I had arrested him.
He's starting to rig now.
What is it?
He's hot. He's hot. I'm hot. You're not doing your job.
Oh.
You get out there and get your lives all together. If you don't know how to start a vehicle, you turn the key. I'm gonna come until you write your accusation.
It ain't never gonna happen, Gene.
You're lying. You're lying.
I'm not lying about anything.
Yes, you are.
Gene was taken to the police station, where he stayed 3 days before he was presented to a judge. He was also trespassed from the city hall. He now aims to file a complaint against Officer Milligan and also hopes to file a lawsuit later. Moving on, this corrupt cop took things up a notch and got some quick karma.
I wasn't stepping up to you, sir.
Sit down. Sit down. Do you understand that? I don't like people.
I don't like
my
Nazis either. Okay.
The 69-year-old veteran, Alan Kidd, was quietly sitting on a bench when 32-year-old Officer Johan Murillo approached him and immediately became tyrannical.
You don't see the power lines?
I didn't even look up.
Okay, well, maybe you should pay attention.
Okay.
Have a seat over there. Get away from me. Sit over there.
You're pushing me away from you?
Yeah, I don't need you stepping up to me like that. Sit down.
Stepping up to you?
Sit down, or I'm gonna sit you down.
I wasn't stepping up to you, sir.
Sit down. Sit down. Do you understand that? When I tell you to do something, you do it.
Yeah, is that right?
Okay.
You're on a power trip? Is that what it is?
No.
Okay.
I need you to listen. That's what's up.
Kid. Yes, sir.
Are you homeless?
No, sir, I am not homeless, okay?
So what's going on with you today?
Nothing. I'm just standing on the street corner talking to this guy I just met, and all of a sudden you're pushing me down and being real physical with me.
You know why?
I don't understand. No, I don't know why.
Lower your voice.
Murillo was definitely on a power trip, and you won't believe what the arrogant cop did next.
I'm going to tell you one more time and you're going to go to jail.
Is that right?
Lower your voice or you're going to jail.
Listen to this guy, okay? Do you believe in this?
Lower your voice or you're going to jail.
I'm not.
Oh,
I'm
you're
not
going to go to
increasing my
jail.
base.
So listen, we are going to start over again so you can learn. Go ahead and keep moving forward. I'm going to lay you out on the ground.
I'm just trying to get more comfortable, okay?
We were called here based on what's going on. Whether it's true or not, it is not, I have no clue. That's why I'm here, to figure out what's going on with you. When you walk up to an officer and you get that close to an officer, it is not good. Why? Because now you're in my personal space. So I am telling you to back up, and when you don't back up,
for you,
yes, when I give you an order, right.
The cop has some serious anger management issues, and you'll be stunned to see what he does next.
No,
Okay. Do you have ID on you?
Huh?
Do you have ID on you, sir?
Yes, sir, I sure do. I don't understand why you're doing this, why you're pushing me.
Because I don't like people testing me. I don't like people not my
Nazis either. Okay. Are you done? Can I show you my ID?
Give me the arm. Give me your arm.
Can I show you my ID?
Hold on, let's get his backpack off.
The DeLand police officer struck him and arrested him just for speaking out loud. This happens when a small person is given a lot of power.
Can I have my ID back? Can I have my ID back?
Be quiet.
Please?
Spread your feet.
Which one gonna be here? How long?
Hold on there for a second.
Do what?
I'm gonna put on my gloves.
Can you please pick up my ID before we go?
will.
I've done nothing.
Stop talking!
What? I'm not going anywhere, but I don't understand what's going on, okay?
You're going to jail.
Right? Hey, look away from him.
I don't understand what I've done wrong, okay?
Have a seat.
veteran was arrested and taken to the police station, where he spent 2 nights before he was released. However, soon after the arrest, Officer Murillo was fired from his position, ensuring the veteran had the last laugh. Then, watch this officer's arrogance crumble when his boss calls him out in front of everyone, delivering a lesson in respect and accountability.
Hey, good morning, Trooper Brown to Vet Iowa Patrol. How are you today? Violations they may not realize they're committing, but we're seeing a big increase in crashes out here. I'm trying to drive safely under the speed limit. I appreciate that. I just want to talk about your following distance, especially came up behind a red and blue tanker truck. A little bit too close behind him before. I know it's sitting over there. I was waiting for you to trying to give you room to get over there.
Coming out of there and people are out fast. So.
Yeah, you gotta navigate that, but a little too close to him before you went around him, okay? As you pass those semi trucks and you came back down to make that lane change in front, too close, you're less than a second in front of them when you enter that lane. If something were to happen to you, man, that semi truck would plow right through you. You got your driver's license with you? Awesome.
I appreciate you, by the way.
Yeah, I appreciate that, man. Do you have a registration card with you? Okay, yeah, that's fine. Any weapons in the vehicle? Oh, perfect.
Officer Brown informed Lara about the reason behind the traffic stop, praising his driving while highlighting the errors that led pullover.
You said your daughter lives up in Portola? Come on over here, man. You a fighter?
Fighter? Yeah, well, I've got a lot of training. I'm a retired Marine. Well, I was a data chief initially, but I changed the MOS to cybersecurity chief. I got out about 2 years ago.
Okay. All right.
My daughters, what do they do? Oh, 15 and 13 years old. So
oh, okay. Yeah.
I'm just coming down here and just looking for a place down in Texas.
Give me a second, man. All right, just hang right there. Ever been in trouble with law enforcement before?
After a short discussion, the officer asked Lara to exit the vehicle and asked him some personal questions. Surprisingly, Lara cooperated.
Would you give me permission to search your vehicle today? That's okay with you? How's it going? Said you would give me permission to search your vehicle.
I don't have anything to hide from you guys.
I appreciate that, man. Do me a favor to ask us, all right?
I don't even know what time it is.
When Officer Brown asked to search Lara's car, he agreed and even signed the consent form since he was sure that he had nothing to hide. The ordinary stop became far more serious than anybody anticipated when the officer discovered something completely shocking and unexpected while searching the car.
How much cash is that?
About 100 grand.
100 grand. You know, right? I'm a vet, he's a vet, you're a vet. I understand why you don't trust banks, especially in this day and age. What's that?
Discipline and lots to say.
So with that being said, I give out a little bit. I'd like to, I know you got a bunch of receipts in there. See that it's not being used for nefarious activities, right? It's not money laundering. I appreciate that. Give me a few seconds, I'll make a couple phone calls, right? And stuff like that. Sure. As long as it's, which it is, right? Your money and stuff like that. I believe it, right? I gotta do my job and my boss is doing it because I can make it there. I think we'll get you there by 4 o'clock. No problem. All right.
Lara informed the authorities that the money was for his daughter when they questioned him. Unsure about how to proceed, Officer Brown contacted his superior for advice.
I kind of lean more towards it's odd, but
it's odd, but it's not tax.
It's not. No,
I would like to put. Those are all zeroed out. I mean, keep the minimum amount.
Yeah, I mean everything lines as odd as it is, everything lines up.
And stuff like that. And I'm gonna get out my scale on the way there.
You want me to set that up for deployment?
No, I'm just gonna run it.
Okay.
With doubts surrounding the big amount of cash, the officers decided to bring in the K9 unit to see if there is any suspicious scent on the money. After putting the cash in a bag, the cops left the area. The K9 unit immediately indicated an alert on the cash upon its release, indicating the presence of something suspicious.
You're just doing your job. That money that I have in my jacket is something that kids, bills, Texas. So, I know you're just doing your job. I know you're just doing what you feel is best.
When the police told Lara that they would be taking his money, he showed concern. The situation had quickly spiraled from a routine stop to a serious financial setback, leaving him stunned.
We believe right now that this is drug proceeds as opposed to currency.
What I'd like to do is, I'd like to get all of your information.
You will. You're going to get a receipt for all of this.
Your information, your sergeant's information. What that means.
Okay.
This is all I get here?
You're going to get noticed in the mail as well.
I mean, I'm going to contact an attorney.
Absolutely, right? So you can contact the Reno. My sergeant gave you that information, told you who to contact over there. We're also going to be...
They're the one.
Lara said that he would prove to the authorities that the money was from his personal saving. Lara sued the Nevada Highway Patrol, claiming that his rights were violated. He claims that his money was unjustly confiscated and is seeking damages. And after this shocking turn of events, you'll want to see what happens when a sergeant steps in to take charge.
What was my speed, sir?
I don't need to tell you that.
You need to tell me. You said I was speeding because you're supposed to be giving me a ticket, right?
The officer pulled over a vehicle that he came across with, raising questions about the legality of the encounter and the justification for the officer's action.
Where are you flying? Stop!
Despite dashcam footage clearly showing that the driver was not speeding, the officer threatened to arrest the driver for the alleged offense, adding tension to the situation.
For what?
For resisting.
What
This is a lawful traffic stop. Just hand me your driver's license. My supervisor's en route.
Sir, I don't consent to no search.
I'm not searching
you. I don't consent to anything.
I'm not searching you.
This
is a lawful traffic stop. So hand me your driver's license, please.
When your officer get here, but
you
sir,
cannot
you did
delay
not
my
do
traffic
a
stop. My sergeant is en route.
You did not do a traffic. First of all, sir,
that's why my license sirens are on.
Sir, you was coming towards me. Was your body cam on?
I absolutely was the entire time.
Okay.
And my dash camera was running.
Where did you see me?
Recorded.
Where did you see me driving reckless, sir?
Right there. Right there.
Where?
On the road that you were coming down at a high rate of speed. Okay. I'm speed detection certified.
You have a radar in your car?
I do.
So how fast was I going?
Driver's license proof insurance.
How fast was I going?
You're about to catch an obstruction charge.
I'm not catching. How would I?
Driver's license.
Obstruction charge. I'm asking you a question.
Listen.
I'm asking you a question, sir.
Listen.
First of all, I'm on my property, sir.
Okay.
That's another.
I stopped you in the road.
You did not stop me. You turned. You were turning the corner, and you blew lights. That didn't mean you was coming to stop me. That did not mean you was coming to stop me, sir. That did not mean you was coming to stop me, sir. If you was going to blue light me, sir, you should have came around and you should have blue light me. I'm turning the corner. You made blue lights. I didn't know that was a traffic stop.
Driver's license proof insurance.
Well, I'll wait for your supervisor. I'll wait for your
refusing to identify himself.
The driver rightfully asked why he would be arrested, prompting the officer to blatantly lie and say that he had been speeding but was unable to specify the speed. Now, this lack of clarity only heightened the driver's frustration.
I'm not refusing to identify myself. I said I would proceed when your supervisor get here.
That's not how the law works.
When I'm
you can request a supervisor, but you still have to continue with my driving stop until he gets here.
I can wait till he get here.
No, you cannot. That is Georgia law.
So I can wait. You don't know who I am.
You've been misinformed.
Sir, you really don't know who I am.
I don't need to know who you are.
Okay, all right. That was not a traffic stop because, sir, when I stopped at the stop sign, was turning to come to my house. You blue light me.
Where you flying?
You did not blue light me. You blue light me when I pulled in my driveway. I was rolling my window up. You did not blue light me and get behind me, sir, until I put into my driveway. Until I put into my driveway. All right. Well, we get your body cam and all that. It's cool. Is this your supervisor right here?
Nope.
It's not your supervisor either?
Nope.
Okay. So now we got the whole force out here for what you said, alleged traffic stop, right?
Traffic stop.
Okay. This is my house.
Okay.
You came from that way, so where the hell you got me reckless driving if you came from that way? So you in the neighborhood for something else. I'm just getting off work, and you see my car, and you think I'm a part of the bullshit.
No.
Because you can't say I was reckless driving.
I absolutely can. Based on your speed through a neighborhood.
What was my speed?
Doesn't matter.
What was my speed?
Doesn't matter.
It does matter.
The police officer was doing his best to make the situation worse, refusing to acknowledge that he was in the wrong.
You would testify to it in court. What was my speed, sir?
I don't need to tell you that.
You need to tell me. You said I was speeding because you're supposed to be giving me a ticket, right?
I said reckless driving.
Reckless driving? What's reckless driving, sir? Reckless driving is a high rate of speed, but you coming from that way. How can you say I'm coming from reckless speed?
Not always.
Reckless speed.
Not always.
Hey, bro, you're real funny, but I can't wait till your supervisor get here, and I can't wait to get your dash cam and your body cam.
Absolutely.
You don't know who I am.
I don't need to know.
But I'm going to have a field day with you.
Absolutely. You're still obstructing right now.
How am I obstructing? I'm asking you questions.
Your driver's license.
I delayed giving you my job because I'm asking you. We got to get an understanding. I delayed giving you my driver's license, but I never refused to give you my driver's license. I requested for a supervisor for this traffic stop to continue. But again, sir, you pulled me over on my property where okay, sir. All right. Okay. You know what?
You can request a supervisor, but you cannot delay my traffic stop while you wait for a supervisor.
You never told me that you was pulling me over. You never said that you're turning the corner going that way. You could have been telling me that you're going to emergency.
The dash camera recorded it.
You did not point at me, bro.
My car was stopped.
I made it. So you literally think I'm up 5 or 6 o'clock in the morning and I'm going to ignore you because I'm coming to my house. I'm just getting off work, sir.
May I see your driver's license?
It was evident from the officer's answers that he was only making baseless claims and was speaking without any evidence or justification.
Is it? Ah, awesome. Good to know. He's already going to jail for your obstruction, so. Yep, that's it. Can I talk to you, or you want to wait?
I'll wait for you to supervise.
Okay, that's fine. 69. The vehicle flying through Laurel Green. As soon as they pulled up on it, they ran on foot, but they never gave a freaking direction, so I didn't know where they were running. I thought this was going to be a second vehicle, but he flew down the street. And then I literally went, pointed directly at him, lights and sirens. He starts rolling down his window. Huh? Yeah, I already knows him. Oh yeah, he's got to suspend the license. Alright, so I'm coming into the neighborhood here, and as I'm pulling in, I see a car coming this way, down this side street there, at an extreme high rate of speed. So I immediately turn my blue lights on. He stops at the stop sign. He's at the stop sign, I'm kind of like this. Put my takedowns on. He starts rolling his window down, so I go to roll my window down. He rolls it up and then whips it in here. So I pulled in behind him, and yeah, he's suspended. And he refused to give his ID for like the first half of the traffic stop.
He gave it to you now?
Yep, got it now, which comes back suspended.
Is this the top?
It doesn't come back to the license on house, but he said he lives here.
As soon as the additional officers arrived at the scene, the officer on site began telling them a completely different version of events from what had actually happened.
Yes, sir. How are you?
Supervisor?
I am. Sergeant McClellan.
So, I really don't deal with like lowering officers and everybody kind of like hostile and stuff like that. I kind of have bad interaction. So your officer called himself when he tried to stop. Actually, he was coming from that way. I was at the stop sign. He turned on his blue lights. He did not make no contact if he was blue lighting. I was able to pull into my driveway, turn my car off. He walked up to the car, started talking first. Not knowing this is a traffic stop. Requested you immediately. Because not go on until you got here. See, he's telling me I'm an obstruction. I get arrested for obstruction and all that because he said I'm playing a traffic stop. I request for a supervisor. I just want to speak to a supervisor. I'd rather not deal with people, especially if we are already coming off and we on the wrong foot. Because you're claiming that you a traffic stop, whatever. At this point. Whatever he wants to do for now.
It is truly remarkable to see how the situation de-escalated when the sergeant approached the driver and treated him like an actual human being.
As I was waiting here, I did overhear him say something about my license suspended. I will tell you this, I did not know my license was suspended. I actually worked at Georgia Port. I'm a longshoreman. I just got off work, and I actually worked off my driver's license, and I just paid the ticket, and I was just looking at my point. When he said it, I actually looked it up, and my license was suspended. I did not know that up until now, but I wouldn't have had to take one here like the last pink slip of, I think I just paid like a super speeder fine or whatever. And I think it just, whatever just happened, it just started like this week in effect this week. But again, I did not know that. I just wrote several jurisdictions between Georgia Port, Garden City, Chatham County, and Savannah. And I didn't know that. But again, whatever he was talking about, he was coming from that way. He just put his blue lights on. I'm thinking something going on in the area, especially when I see the amount of officers in the area, and that he was just trying to go through something, not initiating a traffic stop. I mean, like I say, I'm at the stop sign to stop, and they was even pulling my driveway, asking me to pull behind me. That's when I realized that he activated his blue light.
Anytime blue lights and sirens are activated, it is a traffic stop.
Even if they coming from a direction of he's literally turning.
Yeah, so he's probably trying to turn in order to pull you up. Since he saw you going at a high rate of speed to the neighborhood.
Okay. I don't see how you would see that coming from that way. I mean, the street. That is it. But that's what body cam dash cam for, though. So,
I'm Sergeant McConnell. What was your name?
My name is Malik Jones.
Jones?
Malik Jones.
The sergeant demonstrated good judgment by listening to both sides of the story before drawing conclusion. His approach helped de-escalate the situation.
So, Mr. Jones, what we're going to do now, we're going to get some tickets, okay? All right? But for now, just because of how the encounter's going, tensions are kind of high, I'm going to ask you to step out of the vehicle and we're going to do these tickets at the back of the vehicle. We're going to verify some info, okay? You mind stepping out for me?
Oh, my goodness. All right.
Leaving work currently?
What's going on? I'm just leaving work.
You just leaving work? Okay. This is your house? Yes. I'm going to talk with Officer Salver real quick and I'll come back and talk. Issuing citations or arrests?
Oh, so as I explained to him multiple times, he has every right to request supervisor, but Georgia law requires that you cannot delay a traffic stop. And I explained that to him, that you do still have to provide your identification and then you can wait for a supervisor. And he refused multiple times, not verbally, but he's just continued to ignore my request for his driver's license on multiple requests. So at least obstruction and driving suspended, because there's two different suspensions.
Well, I would get them for what you were originally going for.
Yeah, we're reckless driving. I mean, coming through here at the speed he was going, which I didn't pick up his speed, but I mean, I visually could tell it was extreme. It was a high rate of speed for a neighborhood.
The sergeant acted thoughtfully, taking time to explain to both the driver and the officer what had gone wrong. He gave the driver some tickets and clarified the situation.
Now, the time limit on the delay can be interpreted, you know, it's kind of up to interpretation. So, how did he delay you?
By not giving it, by not giving his driver's license. I mean, he obstructed by not giving a driver's license when I requested it, and then I asked him to step out of the vehicle multiple times, and he did not. He said, "I'm waiting for a supervisor," which he can wait for a supervisor, but you also cannot obstruct. Because I've read up on that on multiple times. And,
I just want to hear.
No, of course. Yeah. And you can't. You can obviously wait for a supervisor, but you have to at least give me your identification, and then proceed from there. Which I explained. I said, just give me your driver's license, and then we'll wait for my supervisor.
Yeah.
But
has he been served?
There's no serve date, but there's two separate. One's like a multi. I got it pulled up. So repeat Georgia serious commercial violator, and then points suspension.
Okay, no serve date on you.
Nope. And now, yeah.
The only concerning and suspicious detail about the driver was that his license had been suspended for 2 months. Now, while this raised a red flag, it didn't justify the officer's aggressive behavior during the stop.
I really don't care either way. I mean, I'm okay with citations, and at the end of the day, but whatever your opinion is, I know.
Typically, when they don't have a serve date, they don't know that they're suspended, unless they've gotten personal service through the mail, or or they've been served in the fashion of being pulled over and being told that they've been served. So
my biggest problem is the level of not physical obstruction, but the
delay.
The obstruction.
That happens a lot. But he did come back and eventually cooperate.
Yeah, I mean,
so.
Despite everything, the officer insisted that the driver was speeding but refused to provide the speed that the car was traveling.
He demanded said driving at a high rate of speed through a neighborhood and through a residential neighborhood.
Where's the speed? Where's the speed?
So
what speed was I going?
I don't have to conduct a speed on you. Go ahead, if you want to pull it out while I tell you, that's perfectly fine.
I want to record
and then you can look up. Listen, you can look up. Here's the code section right here. So feel free to look this. Feel free to look this up afterwards, and you'll be able to see the code section for reckless driving. And speed is not the only factor to be considered reckless driving. Okay, there's a lot to this. Okay.
It's really dark out. We get a high priority call, right? They give a vehicle description. Your vehicle matches that description.
The officer sees you going through a residential area, what he determines at a high rate of speed. He doesn't have to clock you, it's what he determines, and he effects a traffic stop. Now listen.
You know what that sound like now? Your buddy came on?
Yeah.
Everybody came on?
So it's not an excuse. So if he approaches you responding to that has a description of a black vehicle like yours, heightens his you know.
But you know what you're telling me, right? You know what you're telling me, right?
What?
Basically, I was profiled.
No,
Basically, because my car matched the description. He needed a reason to blue light me to initiate a stop.
Frustrated by the officer's continued ignorance, the driver asserted that he had been racially profiled. This claim added a serious layer of tension to the already tense situation.
Hold on. So he's explaining what he believed. The vehicle description had nothing to do with it. The vehicle, I don't know if he knows, but the vehicle that we got called out for, they already found that vehicle. When I saw you, I was looking for somebody on foot, and I witnessed your vehicle driving at a high rate of speed through a residential area.
High rate of speed? Because you don't got no radar.
So I am
you can't tell
I'm radar and hold on.
You can be radar certified, but I can't tell how fast the
So they actually teach people
in radar school, you have to guess the speed to even graduate the class. You have to be within 5 miles an hour on like 60 attempts. Okay, that's part of the training.
So you a traffic guy or you a cop?
I'm a traffic. I do both, but I'm a traffic guy.
I know somebody that works.
There's case law after case law after case law with officers that stop people by estimated speed. I mean, if this speed limit, I would imagine this is a residential area, so by law it's 25 miles an hour. It's very easy to see someone driving with a supposed speed limit.
Also, I just openly advise, like he said, to look up the few things he did. Look up the law on delaying a traffic stop and not giving an ID. And like you said, you never physically said, I will not give an ID, but you delayed handing over an ID, which is obstruction.
And rather than following the facts of the case, the officer was obviously trying to create a crime scene by altering the event.
Well, every traffic offense in the state of Georgia is a misdemeanor, which is an arrestable offense.
Discretion not to arrest.
Yeah,
if you have
I can arrest you for a tail light or a tag light. Every traffic offense is a misdemeanor. We don't do that, obviously, but
I arrest 98% of people driving without a license and driving on suspended license.
Me too. Normally.
This is crazy. This like I said, this really messed me up.
Reckless driving, you would absolutely go to jail for that for me too.
Yep, I've never not arrested for reckless, so.
Oh, so you cut me a real good break tonight, huh?
Well, my sergeant spoke to me and we worked it out to where you go home tonight, you're in your driveway, you're already here, we're not on the middle of the road somewhere, so the situation is a little bit different, but.
You would have caught me right there, you probably took me to jail.
No, I mean, you're right there. So, I mean, you're in front of your home. But if you're on 204, on a random spot on 204, it's a little bit different.
This next clip shows a tyrant officer getting humiliated in court by a no-nonsense judge who wasn't buying his excuses.
Don't move.
I ain't moving. What's up?
Oh, can you unlock it?
Huh? Reach right there. Man, just
Don't
reach
worry
right
about
there.
it. You keep your freaking hands out the window and shut your mouth. I'll figure it out.
What's going on?
What's up?
How you doing? Come on, you gonna buckle me? I'm traveling. What's up? I'm chilling. What's up? I'm chilling, officer. I'm cool. I'm doing that. I'm doing that. Look at me. I'm doing that. What's up? Come on, man. I ain't resisting. Y'all wildin'. Come on, y'all wildin'. I ain't doing shit now. Come on. Okay. Y'all wildin'. What I did? Act like you didn't want to stop. Hey. What you mean? I got put up in the same spot. Okay.
When the cops quickly put the man in handcuffs, he realized that this was not an ordinary traffic stop.
How you doing?
You have a medical marijuana card, sir?
No.
Smoking?
No, I'm 240. You want a voicemail down to I'll put it in the
No.
You smoke hemp or not?
What you mean? What's that?
All right, sounds good.
What's up with this?
What is he? Keep your feet out.
Is that something he has, or is that you? That sound?
I don't know. What was that? I heard it too.
Pleasant sound. Thought it was coming from him right here.
Do you have an alarm or something on you?
Huh?
You have an alarm or something on you?
No.
Charlie 3, 16. 1097 on the floor, Charlie 1.
I got everything out of his pockets. All right, give me your shoe.
I'm a law-abiding citizen. You know?
Well, right now, you might be going to jail.
For what?
I'll talk to you about that in a second.
Okay.
Like any other corrupt cop, this cop also refused to answer the man's question about why he was being arrested.
What makes this spot safer for you than where I tried to stop you?
I mean, y'all hit the lights on. I ain't want to pull in the middle of the road. That's dangerous for y'all. I didn't want to pull in a well-lit area. You get y'all out of traffic.
Okay.
I ain't stupid.
So do you think that making a safe spot for us is something that you're authorized to do?
I mean, I ain't think it require authorization. I'm trying to be safe just like y'all. I ain't posing a threat. I seen y'all circling
Wait,
at the
so
store.
are you trying to be safe? You're trying to find a safe spot for you or for me?
For both of us.
No, you don't get to do that.
Okay, that's understandable.
You can make a claim that you're trying to make a safe spot for you. Is that what you're doing?
Yeah.
All right, why is this spot safer than that spot?
It's a well-lit area. I mean, it's not in the middle of the road.
Do you see all those street lights down there?
I understand what you're saying,
So
but
why is this spot more well lit than down there?
I mean, what was so detrimental between me stopping right there and stopping right here?
Well, actually, I'd like to ask you that. Why did you keep driving?
I just told you that. I just told you that. Why would
There's
I
a
want
lot
to
of
stop
moving around in that car.
You just looked in it.
Smith clarified that he didn't stop immediately because he wanted to locate a secure, well-lit area to stop that would be safe for him and other drivers as well.
There's a lot of moving around whenever I have my lights on.
I rolled the windows down, put my driver's license, my registration out the window. That's the shit y'all supposed to ask when y'all first pull somebody over, right? Y'all ain't do none of that. Come on, I'm not supposed to stop a
First of all,
law-abiding citizen.
Shut your mouth. Don't get all fucking loud with me. That ain't gonna change nothing.
Hey,
here.
I'm just talking. I'm having a conversation with you, right?
No, you're trying to talk over me and you're trying to set up a defense for yourself. Because what you did is called fail to obey. It's a fleeing charge and it's a felony 3.
Okay.
If you'd like to go to jail on a felony charge, I'm good with it.
I will not.
All right. Well, then quit trying to talk your way out of this and just talk to me and actually tell the truth. Because I'm not stupid, okay? I know you're trying to play me.
Okay.
So why didn't you stop?
I just told you why I didn't stop.
Because you think that
I had
you're smarter than everyone
Look what you
else.
just did to me. You just snatched me out my car. I rolled the windows down and gave my license, my registration. You ain't read me no right. You snatched me out the car.
You're damn right I did. Why did I do that? Why?
Smith was aggressively questioned by the police, and as the barrage of questions intensified, so did Smith's frustration.
I'm a black man in
I'm
America.
asking you a question.
I am terrified of the police.
Mr. Black Man, I'm asking you a question. How many different sirens did I turn on? How many times did I lay on my horn?
I have this, like, when you said pull over, I pulled over. You said throw the keys out of the car, I complied.
No, when I said pull over, was back there when I turned my lights and sirens on. Get in the car.
Okay. Damn, you know the more
Get in the car. Shut your mouth.
I thought he had like a clip right here on his belt line, for like looking like inside the waistband holster. And I thought maybe that's what it was that. That's
The cops then searched Smith's car for narcotics after handcuffing him and placing him in the back of the patrol cruiser. Despite their thorough search, they came up empty-handed.
Yeah, he's our own. Doing a convicted felon check.
All right.
In a holster. This is odd. In the trunk. Like it got placed there from the front. Does he reach around in the back there? I mean, the seat goes down. He could have easily have reached over, pulled the seat down, and put it where it is.
Look at this bullshit. He was definitely moving around, and I saw his head ducking down a little bit. I thought that if anything, it'd be under on the passenger side floorboard or the driver's side floorboard.
Yeah.
Just because but that was only whenever I finally put like lights in his back window. What I saw.
The cops then proceeded to the trunk, where they discovered his gun and a holster. This discovery made things much more tough for Smith.
Where'd you buy the firearm?
Pawn shop on Atlantic Boulevard.
Store?
Yeah, pawn shop.
You did the paperwork?
Yeah, it might be in the car.
Okay. Well, when'd you get it?
It's been within a year.
Okay. So you did all the paperwork, the background check and everything?
Yeah.
So why would they, how come you can buy a gun but you can't have a CWL?
Hey,
So what's the process of buying a gun, right? You go through the background. I've bought guns my whole life, bro. I'm a veteran. I served 10 years in the military.
So why wouldn't you be able to get CWL is what I'm trying to get to.
But why is that an issue if I'm within my legal limit? That's what I don't understand.
Because I'm wondering if you're a prohibited possessor, or just prohibited from purchasing, or from what?
If I was prohibited from purchasing,
I know. You don't need to know what it means. I know what it means.
Right or wrong, right?
The cops then started pressing the Navy veteran further by asking him questions about why he didn't have a concealed carry license.
I know what it means. You don't need to know what it means. I'm just trying to ask questions to determine which category you fall into.
Why, if I'm within my legal limit, why does any of that matter?
What does legal limit mean?
If I can purchase a firearm, I can ride with it in my vehicle, right? If it's in the trunk.
I don't know. That's why I'm asking.
That's the law I studied, the Florida gun law. That's the law I abide by.
Great. Do you mind if I ask questions to verify that?
Of course.
Okay, cool. So you did the background check, right? And you purchased it, but when you did a background check for the CWL, they said no?
Well, I don't understand where these questions going. Like, it's
all right.
The veteran seized the opportunity to inform the officer that carrying a firearm in a vehicle is legal and does not require a license.
All right. You can put your shoes on. All right, you come over here to the front.
After figuring out that Smith was not a convicted felon, the officers finally let him go. Since then, Smith has formally complained about the JSO officers' actions, raising serious concerns about their conduct. Smith demanded accountability and answers from the officers involved. These cops made a huge mistake, but even that pales in comparison to what this guy did.
Hey, what's the difference between a Nazi demanding ID and an American cop demanding ID for no reason? What's the difference? Can you tell me?
A retired Army veteran confronted a police officer outside of a VA hospital in Houston after he had kept his car turned on for several minutes while he was away.
Hey, good morning. How you doing, man? I'm just chilling.
Filming something?
Yeah. Your vehicle just sitting here running?
Why? Get that out of my face.
Why?
Because I asked you to.
I'm sorry, sir. I'm going to go ahead and record for my safety.
What safety is this?
I don't know. You're coming towards me right now. I'm not feeling safe.
Because I'm asking you a question.
Right, and I'm just recording it.
Are you a veteran?
Yes, I am.
What are you doing here right now?
My business.
No, you don't have business without being my business. Or do you have an appointment?
Sir, are you trying to violate my rights right now?
Sir, do you have let me see your ID.
No, sir, I'm not going to ID myself.
Hey, 4010.
You just force ID out of people for no reason?
Great to see the veteran standing up for his rights, and he wasn't going to make things any easier for the corrupt pig.
Why are you acting like this towards me?
Over here by, I guess it's door 18.
No, I'm serious. Why are you acting like this towards me?
Give me a minute.
Just don't want to
So
tell
you're
me?
saying you're not going to give me your ID. Put that on your camera. You're not going to give me your ID.
Have I done anything illegal?
You're not going to give me your ID?
Have I done anything illegal? Hey, what's the difference between a Nazi demanding ID and an American cop demanding ID for no reason? What's the difference? Can you tell me? Can you seriously just think about the question enough and give me an answer? Give me one answer.
What's your name?
I'm not answering.
You're not going to tell me?
No.
No, give me a minute. Stay right there. Give me a minute.
Oh, I'm being detained now? Are you detaining me, officer? Are you detaining me?
Give me a minute.
If not, I'm going to walk away.
No, don't move.
So
As the officer has no answers to his questions, he does something shocking.
I'm being detained. I need an answer on that.
That's up to you.
No, okay, well, I'm going to go ahead and walk unless you tell me I'm detained.
No, you're not going to give me your ID.
So are you telling me I'm
You're not
detained?
going to give me your ID, right?
Are you telling me I'm detained,
You're not
officer?
going to give me your ID?
He snatches the veteran's camera away and has him trespassed from the hospital. We hope he files a lawsuit against this corrupt cop and teaches him a lesson again. Just when you thought you had seen it all, this next case takes things up a notch.
Get out of the car now!
I'm serving this country and this is how I'm treated?
Yo, what? Guess what? I'm a veteran too!
On December 5th, 2020, two Windsor police officers, Joe Gutierrez and Daniel Crocker, started a traffic stop on U.S. Army Lieutenant Karan Nazario. Nazario, dressed in his uniform, was about to face a troubling encounter.
Driver, roll the window down!
Felony traffic stop.
Put your hands out the window! Put your hands out the window! Turn the vehicle off, put your hands out the window! Put your hands out the window and turn the vehicle off. Put your hands out the window.
He's not complying, Judge.
Come around your side.
Let me see your hands. How many occupants are in the vehicle?
What's going on?
How many occupants are in your vehicle?
It's only myself. Why are your weapons drawn? What's going on?
Open the door slowly and step out.
Nazario was ordered to exit the car by the cops who had their firearms drawn on him. The situation got more intense when he refused to step out.
Open the door!
I'm not getting out the vehicle. What's going on?
Get out the car! Open the door slowly and get out!
What's going on?
Get out of the car, now!
Open the door and get out the car!
Keep your hands outside the window!
My hands are right here. What's going on?
Get out of the car now!
Get out of the car!
What's
now!
going on?
Get out of the car now! Get out of the car now!
I'm serving this country and this is how I'm treated?
Yo, what? Guess what? I'm a veteran too. I don't know, babe. Get out of the car!
What's going on?
Get out of the car now!
Nazario repeatedly questioned the cops, but they refused to explain why they had pulled him over, which is a basic procedure in any traffic stop.
What's going on?
Get out of the car now! Get out of the car!
Sir, just get out the car! Work with us and we'll talk to you. Get out the car!
You received an order. Obey it!
I'm honestly afraid to get out. Can I?
Yeah, you should be. Get out!
What's
Get
going
out.
on? What
Get
did
out
I
the
do?
car.
Get out now!
I have not committed any crimes.
You're being stopped for a traffic violation. You're not cooperating at this point right now. You're under arrest
For a traffic-
You're being detained. Okay, you're being detained for
For a
obstruction of justice.
traffic violation, I do not have to get out the vehicle. You haven't even told me why I'm being stopped.
Really?
Get your hands.
Get out of the car now. Get out of the car.
Get your hands off me,
Get out
please. Get your hands off me.
You know what?
Get your hands off me. Get your hands off me.
Back up,
I
Daniel.
didn't do anything.
The officers claimed that the reason behind the traffic stop was that Nazario's vehicle did not have a license plate. However, they still did not inform Nazario about it.
Don't do that.
Sir, get out of the car
Don't do
now.
that.
Hey, sir, get out of the car now.
Don't do. I'm trying to talk
Get out.
to you.
Okay.
I'm trying to
I'm gonna
talk.
talk to you. Just get out of my
Relax.
car.
Can you please
Get out.
relax? Can
Get
you
out.
please relax?
Get out of the car right now.
This is not how you treat a vet. I'm actively serving this country, and this is how you're gonna treat me.
Back up, Daniel.
I didn't do anything.
Back up.
Whoa, hold on.
Hey,
What's going? Hold on. Watch it.
Air 4OC is deployed.
Get out of the car. Get out of the car now.
That's fucked up. That's fucked
Get
up.
out of the car now.
Sir, just get out the car!
I'm trying to breathe.
Get out of the car now.
That's fucked up. That's really fucked up.
Get out of the car and get on the ground now. You're gonna get it again.
I don't even want to reach my seatbelt. Can you?
Take your seatbelt off and get out of the car.
Can you please?
Get out of the car now.
Despite Nazario's visible compliance and requests for information, the officer aggressively started pepper spraying him.
Listen. Take off your seatbelt and get out of the car.
Look, I'm just gonna please.
You're gonna do what you're told. Get out of the car.
Look.
Take your seatbelt off and get out of the.
Look.
Take your seatbelt off.
Look, my hands are out.
Take your seatbelt off and get out of the
My
car.
hands are out.
Don't reach in there, Daniel. Don't reach in there.
My hands are out. Please. Please. Look. This is really messed up. My dog in the back. My dog is choking.
Get out of the car. Take your seatbelt off. What are you, a specialist corporal, are you?
I'm a lieutenant.
Lieutenant, get out of the car. Take your seatbelt off and get out of the car. You made this way more difficult than it had to be if you just complied. Get out of the car.
I'm reaching for my seatbelt.
Fine. Take your seatbelt off and get out of the car.
The sudden unnecessary use of spray left Nazario disoriented as he struggled to breathe properly.
Ma'am.
Is your commanding officer available?
Down. Let's go.
Is your commanding
Let's
officer
go.
available?
Get on the ground. Get on the
Can you
ground.
please talk to
Get
me
on the
about what's
ground
going
now.
on?
Get on the ground or you're getting sprayed again. Get on the ground.
Can you please talk to me about what's
Get
going
on the ground. Get on the ground now.
Can you please talk to me
Get on
about
the
what's
ground.
going
Get on the ground.
Can you please talk to me about what's
Yes,
going
sir.
on?
You're not.
Can you please talk to me about what's going on? Why am I being treated like this? Why?
You're not cooperating. Get on the ground.
Why am I being treated like this? This is really messed up. This is really messed up.
Sir, what? Just
This is fucked up.
Sir.
This is fucked up.
Sir.
This is fucked up. You know this is fucked
Lay
up.
down. Lay on the ground. Just
You
lay
know
flat.
this is fucked
Lay
up.
flat for me, sir.
You know this is fucked up.
Sir, lay flat. Lay flat.
This is fucked up. I can't fucking believe I'm being treated like this. And I'm fucking wrong.
Get on the ground!
Overwhelmed and shocked by the harsh treatment, Nazario broke down in tears, but the officers showed no remorse for their evil action.
This is fucked up.
I agree. All you had to do was listen.
All right.
Halo 3. Go on in custody.
This is fucked up. Can you open up the window for my dog? I hear him choking. Can you open up the window, please?
Yes. Yes, we will.
Stand up, okay?
This is fucked up.
Is there any weapons on you, sir?
No.
Okay. Any weapons in the vehicle?
Yes.
Okay. What kind? Where and at?
What kind of dog you got?
He's mixed. He's a service animal.
So why didn't you just do as we asked, sir? Why didn't you just do as we asked? No, you weren't. You were not. My partner put his blue lights on.
Yes.
You didn't stop.
I was pulling over to a well-lit area for my safety and yours. I have respect for law enforcement.
No, you don't. No, you don't. No. Wrong answer, sir. If you did, we would not be in this situation right now. All right?
Can I get some water, please?
Absolutely.
The officers then proceeded to place Nazario in handcuffs, still failing to explain the reason for his arrest.
I didn't commit any crimes. I'm leaving tonight. I'm not going to jail. I need something to be done for my eyes.
Nothing I can do to help you with your eyes.
Wipe my face and something.
No, we have told them you don't try to take
We're
it
gonna keep your handcuffs on you for their sake. So until they can figure out what's up or why you don't want to stop for them, they're probably gonna leave you.
It was a dark area. I pulled over to a well-lit place.
That's fine. You can tell him that.
I told him that, and that's why I don't understand why I'm still in
How do you say your last name?
Nazario.
Okay, Mr. Nazario. I know this doesn't make a lot of sense to you, but the more that you blink, it's going to cause your eyes to tear, and it's going to get that burning out, okay? So blink for me.
You understand what you're saying?
The more that you blink your eyes, it's going to cause tearing.
Tear up. Your natural tears have
I need to blow
sailed
my nose. Can I please blow my nose? Can you
Nazario then told the officer that he had prioritized his own and the officer's safety by attempting to find a well-lit area to pull over.
I was asking what was going on. My hands out the window.
And we told you it's a traffic stop, and you refused to comply. So hold on. Before we get to that, my medics are still here. You still need my medics?
Yes, I'm going to stay here.
We'll stand by, man. Okay. Stay here as long as you need us.
So that's all.
About how long does this take to wear off?
You just come out of rookie school. How long does pepper spray activate?
It'll take about 20 minutes, man. 20, 30 minutes.
It's just
the more, I'm telling you, I know it doesn't make sense, but the more you blink, the better it's going to be. I didn't believe the guys when they told me either, okay? But the more you blink, the better it's going to get.
They go through this stuff in their
very
training.
anxious. Can you please take the cuffs off me? Please. I need to.
No.
I need to relax. Okay.
If you hadn't fought us, then yeah.
I did not fight you. Look, can you adjust this, please? So my wrist can be
Make them lock them.
Please.
The cops not only wrongfully detained Nazario, but also disregarded his rights in every request that he made.
First of all, you passed a well-lit parking lot there, but okay, you felt uncomfortable here, okay? Coming here was not the problem. That was not the problem. The problem is when you refuse to get out of the car, okay? You refuse to get out of the car. When we got here and you stepped out of the car, I can promise you, this would have been over by now. It would have been over, you'd be gone.
Look, like he said, he's a vet. He don't want to get you in no trouble with information.
The officer was too arrogant to admit his own mistake and kept shifting the blame onto Nazario, trying to cover up his error instead of taking responsibility.
Lieutenant, what happened? Why wouldn't you comply?
I looked out the mirror and I saw guns drawn. I put my hands out.
And we told you, we identified ourselves, we told you to step out of the vehicle, and you wouldn't. And all you had to do was comply, and we'd have been done by now, okay?
I saw you before you turned. And you had no tags displayed. I see it, but per the law, it has to be in the license plate bracket. I understand it's paper and I understand why it's there.
Yes.
But at that time, I had no idea. I didn't know that you had a vehicle registration until I approached your car. And at that point, I was too busy dealing with you to deal with the tag. Look, all this was going to be was, hey man, I stopped you. You didn't have a tag. You got your driver's license. I'd have ran you, and you'd have been on your way. Okay? What would have been a 2-minute traffic stop turned into all this.
As I was telling him, you know, I've pulled over to well-lit areas before, and I've never looked out the window and saw guns blazing immediately.
So the reason we did that is because we followed you for 1.5 miles with lights and sirens on, and you didn't pull over.
After being treated by EMS and regaining stability, Nazario was then questioned by the officers.
I'm not out to hurt you, and I know you don't want to hurt me. That's not what it's about. What it's about is making sure that everybody goes home at the end of the day. So when you don't stop and you continue to proceed, our suspicions are raised. What's going on in the car? What don't he want us to see? So you pull into here, and if you would have just complied with the simple commands that we were giving you originally, it would have been done and over with. And you would have got back on your car and you'd be gone by now. But you wouldn't get out the car. You wouldn't comply.
It just looking out the mirror and seeing your guns out already. That's what I was asking, like, what's going on? I was just...
And not to mention you have
just confused.
I know you weren't reaching, but not to mention you had a gun at your right leg. You get our perspective though on the safety issue for us as well. You get that?
Yeah, I do, and that's why I put my hands out and I was asking what.
And when you put your hands out, they were like this outside the window. How do we know nothing's in your hands? And I was telling you stick your hands out, stick your hands out, stick your hands out. Then I was having you step out. You wouldn't do any of it.
The officer admitted to the veteran that he started the traffic stop because he could not see the license plate clearly. Despite this, he continued to blame Nazario for how the situation escalated.
Would you think the Army could turn around and jam for the same thing? I don't want to see that happen. You're obviously a second lieutenant. You ain't been in very long. But if you plan on making this a career or even 6 years or whatever, it's up to you. I don't care. There's no need getting this on your record. I don't want it on your record. However, it's entirely up to you. If you want to fight it and argue, I mean, and I don't mean that disrespectfully, okay? I mean, you have that right as a citizen. If that's what you want, we'll charge you, have you go to court, notify the command, do all that, or we can take time out of our night, which is not a problem. We're being paid to take care of people, okay? We'll sit here with you, get your eyes back. You and, what's your dog's name? Smoke. Smoke? It's a badass name for a badass dog. You and Smoke can get on down the road, okay? It's entirely up to you. What do you want to do? I got no problem. I'll sit here with you till you get your eyes back and send you on down the road, okay? I don't want to charge you. I will. It's my job. I don't want to. The chief's giving me discretion on how to handle it. He's like, these are the two choices. I said, that's what I was thinking. That's what I want to do. He's like, not a problem. We can either let it go, help him out, get his eyes back, and get him on down the road so the Army doesn't get involved, or we can charge you, and then it's a big hassle for you.
What's truly alarming is that the officer casually threatened Nazario, warning him not to report the incident, implying that doing so may jeopardize his military career.
I'll put it this way then for you. They're going to hear from you. They will not hear from us. I'll give you that much respect, okay? Because I understand, I told you, I was in for 6 years. It's always better for the command to hear it first from you than somebody else, especially the law enforcement. That's never a good thing. You go ahead and unhook him. I want to talk to you a little bit, man. I get it, okay? I get the climate we're in right now. I get it, okay? The climate we're in, what the media is spewing with the race relations between minorities and law enforcement, I get it, okay? So like I told you, as far as you not stopping and because you weren't comfortable and you wanted a well-lit spot, Lieutenant, that happens all the time. It happens to me a lot.
Nazario was later released without any charges. However, he filed a lawsuit against the two cops, claiming that they had violated his rights by employing excessive force, unlawfully seizing him, and conducting an illegal search, battery, and false imprisonment. The jury awarded Nazario $3,685 in punitive damages after finding Officer Daniel Crocker and Officer Joseph Gutierrez guilty. Think that's brutal? Wait until you see this higher up expose the lies of another corrupt cop right to his face. It is a takedown for the ages.
Ben, I need you to come on out. I need you to come on out. Okay, you gotta come on out. No, you gotta, this isn't your house, you need to come on out. Mom doesn't want you here. She does not want you here, no. Okay? So if that's the case, you don't reside here, you need to leave. Okay? We're trying to do this peacefully, okay? We can get you, if you want help, we can get you help. If you need help, okay? We always have that option, all right? Otherwise, if you don't leave, Mom doesn't want you here, you get arrested for trespassing, okay?
The person barricaded inside was a former police officer himself, Jamin Soria, who finally opened the door but did something shocking.
Jamin? No, you're not pushing me. I'm under arrest. Take his ass.
Yeah.
Out.
Go.
Out.
Down. Taser. Stay right there. Don't move.
Get your hands behind your back. Don't move.
Stop.
Don't move.
I got. Put your hands behind your back now.
Behind your back now.
Now.
Soria, with his mixed martial arts training, attacked the officer. Even after taking a full taser discharge, he seemed unfazed, as if he had turned into the Incredible Hulk.
Hands behind your back now. Take. Put your hands behind your back now.
Hey,
unit.
Please stop.
Why are you fighting? What are you doing?
Put your hands behind your back.
Why did you
Put your hands behind your back.
Put your hands behind your back now.
Please stop.
Put your hands behind your back, Jamin.
What are you doing?
Put your hands behind your back.
Again. What are you doing? We're trying to work with you. Prove it that it's my mom's house.
Prove to me that it is. It's not.
Prove that it isn't my mom's house.
Turn around, put your hands behind your back now.
You are in my house and you are trespassing, and that is very bad karma. Very bad karma.
Okay, I am sorry.
The former cop's condition was concerning rather than amusing, and even the cops took a step back to see his devastating condition.
Put your hands behind your back now. Something that I would only know. You and me. Put your hands behind your back.
Hunter Papers. Adeline Williams.
Put your hands behind your back.
Stop.
Tell me one thing about them that you know. Me and them would only know, and you can't because they are not my brother and my mom.
Okay, so
sister.
So who's your mom and sister?
You came in here and teased me.
So who's your mom and sister?
We told you to leave. You pushed me first.
James.
You came in my house. You pushed an officer. Let's de-escalate.
Okay, let's de-escalate.
I'm legally asking you to leave this residence. No, it's not going to work that way. Put your hands behind your back.
You're in there. I know you're in there. Please just listen.
That wasn't my intent. You shoved me, man. You've been an officer. I don't know why you would. You came in the house. It doesn't matter. We're not in the prison anymore. It does matter.
No, it doesn't. This is law, not what's going on in a prison. Okay? Law says that you don't own a house, right? And even if you did own the house, this is your mom's house. She resides here. She doesn't want you here. You have to go.
Soria had severe PTSD and was suffering from various mental health conditions, and it showed as the situation escalated.
You've been on our side. Yes.
Right. Okay. So you understand what's gonna.
So you know that I should probably be here right now, and it's going to be very difficult to make me leave. And I'm asking you very nicely. No, it's not going to work that way. You've already pushed me. So place your hands behind your back, please. Sir, please don't touch me. Jamin, place your hands behind your back. Please don't. Jamin, place your hands behind your back. Lisa, please tell them not to.
See, you know me. You're in there.
Lisa, please tell them not to.
Jamin.
All right, sir, come on.
No, you're stepping out first. Okay?
Jamin, come on.
You're stepping out first, Jamin.
Jamin, come on. Let's go. Let's go, man.
You just said you would, right? We're giving and taking.
I said we would talk outside. I didn't say that I was going to go outside.
Well, that's how we're going to talk, is when we're all outside. Okay? You asked for one officer to go out. He went out, right?
Cops were handling him calmly, but Soria suddenly escalated, setting the stage for even more drama.
Jamin, listen to me.
If I'm going to leave this house, it is going to require that woman right now get fingerprinted, and it's not going to work.
So, Jamin,
because you know that it's not true.
So, Jamin, let's.
So you are intentionally lying, and it proves my case that you walked in.
Well, so we need the whole context. If she says she's leaving and not coming back tonight, that doesn't mean she's leaving and not coming back, right? If she's leaving,
it was after midnight. So if she said that she was leaving and not coming back until
tonight. It is not dark yet.
It doesn't matter. This is her house. She's free to come.
It's not her house.
It is.
It's my mom. She doesn't have the paperwork for it.
Okay.
They didn't have a warrant.
Put your hands behind your back.
And they can't.
Jimmy, put your hands behind your back.
I'm going to take it.
Just when it seemed that Soria was about to surrender, he made an incredibly reckless move and paid the price for it.
Turn around. Turn around. Don't do it, man. Put your hands behind your back. Put your hands behind your back now. I got your taser. I got your taser. Put your arm. Give me your fucking hand. Put your hand behind your back now. Now. When I tased him with her, this one, yours. One up top. No, yours is still here. Okay.
I wasn't actively resisting.
Dude.
I couldn't move because of the...
Brother. You were actively resisting. You shoved me and ran.
I was free.
You went on a rage.
You just shoved me and ran.
You did like a wrestling rage when you went like this. That's a wrestling thing.
The officers were having a tough time handling this giant of a man, and he was about to make things even more difficult for them.
You're getting in the car.
Damn it, you're getting in the car. You don't have an option.
Please don't.
Jamin, you don't have an option.
Touch
You're
me.
getting in the car.
I'm trying to get this out of you.
Touch me.
I'm trying to get that out of you, man. Jamin, come on.
Let go of my pants.
Jamin, come on, let's go.
Oh.
Let go of me! Now! Let go! So do you have a taser still attached? No. No. Let go of my pants! Let go! Let go! Now! Let go! Let go!
Soria ended up breaking one officer's hand while another officer suffered a twisted leg. The assault showed no signs of de-escalation and the officers were taking a serious beating.
Keep down. Stand up! Stand up! Stand up!
What are you doing? What are you doing?
Stand up now!
What are you doing, dude? Stand up.
Stand up!
It's not medical.
Stand up!
Get my foot out right now. Get my foot.
Let me go and I will. Let me go for today and I will.
Ow!
Let me go for today and I will.
Fucking get off my foot! God damn it!
Now!
God damn! Knock the fucking shit off!
Get up! You meant to! You meant to! Get the f up now! You understand me?
You're right.
You don't have a fucking choice! Get the f up!
You're right.
Now! Stand up!
Jamin, get up now!
To save myself.
Stand up!
I did it to resist.
You did it to resist.
Pants by his junk. You've now had my foot between your leg and twisted it. You understand?
You had my leg between your feet, you twisted it, right?
It was in defense.
No, it's not in defense. It's not unlawful. We told you you're under arrest. You're under arrest. Get up now.
Soria did something so horrible that the footage had to be paused.
Let's go. Come on. Stand up. Come on. Now.
Come on.
I will not.
Come on. All right, let's go. Now you're trying to grab my leg again. Dude, don't twist my leg out! Stalking son of a bitch! God damn!
Get off of him! I'm going to break your arm.
It was an accident.
Get off of him!
It was an accident.
After a long altercation, he was taken to the police station, where he was later charged with aggravated battery. He pled guilty and was sentenced to 30 months probation for each felony offense and was ordered to undergo mental health treatment. On top of that, he was sentenced to 128 days in prison. However, this wasn't the last time a police officer turned against one another. During a traffic stop, a plainclothes police officer was approached by a state trooper who had attempted to confirm his identity. State trooper claimed that there had been multiple armed robberies by people claiming themselves to be law enforcement. However, Officer Robert Dubow took it against his ego, and that is where things started to escalate. If you think this was terrible, wait till you hear what happened next. Despite the arrival of a sergeant, the cops kept going at each other. Now, it has been frustrating to witness a blue-on-blue moment like this, especially knowing that it could have been easily avoided with a straightforward answer. Seeing Dubow's entitlement skyrocket, the trooper tried to explain everything to the supervisor. Finally, the trooper left the scene, even with the sergeant agreeing that he was not at fault. Eventually, the Bergen County Police Department confirmed that Sergeant Gabriel and Officer Dubois were disciplined for their aggressive behavior. The trooper was later rightfully cleared. Now, this fight was an intense one. This next cop-on-cop moment will leave you shocked.
All right, so I got a call to go to. I can't go to the call because y'all want to play stupid childish game. It ain't because of me, man. I got nothing to do with that. Sarge, I got nothing to do with that in there.
In July 2022, a bizarre incident occurred at the Muskogee County Jail when the administration refused to book prisoners brought by the Columbus police officers, which enraged them.
Hey, Snipes, they're still denying us. God bless America. They won't let us in.
They won't let y'all in. They won't let me in.
Ain't that right?
Nah, you go in there before us, I'm gonna raise hell.
Watch this.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna file a complaint.
To make matters worse, the Sheriff County deputies were given priority over the police officers, and their prisoners were booked even though they arrived later.
So wait a minute.
Oh, don't yell it. Don't start yelling. Hey, come on.
All right, I'm gonna file a complaint.
That's fine. Cleared. I'm gonna bring in 5.
Hey, yeah, unless another SO unit shows up.
This is not my decision.
Because I'm about to have a stroke.
The situation kept escalating as the officers continued to show their frustration.
And the jail does not like us, so we have 5 people sitting here outside waiting. It's wonderful. The sheriff is very pissed with us, okay? And he runs the jail, so.
Things then took a wild turn when, in anger, a police officer parked his car directly behind Deputy Blaine, provoking a heated reaction from him.
Them goddamn supervisors can.
I understand. I get that.
So I can get the out the way. It ain't my goddamn call. It's between the sheriff and the guy that works over there. It ain't got nothing to do with me. Move the goddamn car, or I'm gonna move myself.
Go move it. How you gonna move it? Move it.
Move the goddamn car, man.
Move the car.
Why? Huh?
In the park.
Y'all acting like a bunch of goddamn kids, man.
Well, it wasn't Deputy Blaine's fault, and he continued to voice his frustrations despite no result.
You need to get somebody to get this goddamn car so I can get out. They want to play games. Y'all ain't letting them in, so they don't want to let me out. And I hope I don't see you get your ass on the street, because I'm going to drive the by. And you can tell your goddamn supervisor and everybody else I see that shit. Yeah. Do it. I'll see you in the car because I got a goddamn car to go to. And you don't want to move the goddamn car. Huh? Yeah. Don't stop for me. Don't stop for me.
Tempers were rising all over, and the deputy had to call his chief to come over and mediate.
Wait, this is so stupid. Listen, man, I'm only doing what my supervisor told me. I understand. This is ridiculous, and I hate that I'm dealing with this shit. But you're gonna have to talk to the sergeant over there.
No, I'll be talking to the chief. Hey, chief, I'm sorry. We got a situation over here. We got CPD won't let our guys out, and they're about to go to blows. I'm asking your CPD officer to back up his car.
Amidst the officers arguing over something so trivial, a burglary was happening nearby, yet no one decided to respond to it.
I know most of us are kind of at a standstill. Do I have anybody on Forest Road reference to 7511?
What car is here? Hey, move your car, bro.
Fantastic.
All right, I'm get who your sergeant is.
Hey, he's with the chief. Okay. Sarge, he's with the chief. He's with the chief. Sorry.
What's your name?
Got there and started rolling up. They shut me right before I got there. Give him a second. Give him a second. I hear you.
What is it, Sally Port? Yes, sir.
So go ahead and back it up.
The officer blocking the car was only following orders, yet he was now being threatened and pushed by the chief. That is when the sergeant arrived, further escalating the standoff.
Hey, Fairbanks, no. You stay right there, man.
Hey, Sarge. Yeah, your sergeant over here telling him not to move. Chief said he's not moving. We got to get somebody over here. We got to put this.
Hey, damn, I got locked in. What I got to do with this shit? Somebody out. I don't want to fight. Everybody in. Everybody in.
I try to get through, and they immediately halfway open it, shut it on me, and I hear through there's a deputy standing next to me on the radio. That female officer's trying to get into the door. Do not let her in that door. Do not let any officer through that door.
Columbus police officers were now taking the altercation personally, growing increasingly impatient with the situation and their prisoners.
They started screaming at us to move our vehicles. They won't even let any of our guys in. They won't book any of our guys. They won't even let us in to use the bathroom. Nothing. Nothing.
This is the. I think this is where.
This is it.
This is as bad as it can get.
Like, we can't principle someone's crime, man.
This is as bad as it's.
It's pretty bad, dude. Because
this
is really.
That deputy was saying, I'm about to arrest you for obstruction.
Yeah.
To me. Yeah. This guy's got a call. But then my sergeant's telling me not to move.
Right. I have this.
And then when I started backing up, he told me to stop again, dude. I really wish this was not my car right there, dude. I'm gonna leave the keys in there, dude. I really not wanting to be a part of to get charged with a crime, dude, for a stand, dude. I'm telling you right now, bro.
It was now hours the officers were stranded outside the prison, and they eventually decided to release their prisoners after giving them court summons.
Sad, man, they doing this shit.
Watch your legs, okay?
He threatened to arrest me in Fairbanks for obstruction and then in Lockhart.
But the cherry on top is this final case, where a police chief dismantles his subordinate's entire defense, showing him what real leadership looks like.
I can go 90 miles an hour. You can't. You can't do that. So get the out of the way. I say to everyone out there, I'm speaking for myself, but I'm probably speaking for a large majority of other officers out there. If we're driving on the freeway in our police car, get the out of the way. Get the out of the way. If us officers stay behind you long enough, we can find a reason to pull you over. So you might as well get the out of the way. If you merge and we follow behind you and we merge too, you're probably in trouble. Best way to find that out is get the out of the way.
The officer was criticized widely on social media, and after this video went viral, the Federal Way Police Department released a statement that this video goes against the department's core values. On top of this, Brianna was suspended for 10 hours without pay. Well, this officer learned her lesson, and this next cop was taken to the cleaners in no time.
I used to be a police officer. I'm just asking why everybody's been asked for their ID. If you stop.
The police officer was on his usual patrol route when he pulled over a car for speeding. The concerning thing was that the officer had no evidence and had merely stopped the vehicle by assumption.
Hello guys, how you doing today?
Good. How you doing?
Good. Do you want where we're stopping today?
No.
The speed limit on Kaylee's 30 miles an hour.
So you stopped me? I was speeding?
Yes, sir.
When you were coming toward me?
No, sir. I got behind you and pace clocked you at 40 miles an hour.
No, I'm asking because when you're coming toward me, you had shined your light in my face. You were.
Yeah, I visually estimated your speed. That's why I turned around and got behind you and confirmed my visual estimate with the pace clock in my vehicle. Do you have your driver's license?
Yeah, I do. Can you give me my bag right there?
Are there any weapons or anything in the car?
No.
Are you good to get your bags?
No.
I'm not saying it's against the law to have weapons. I just want to know about that.
No, I don't have weapons.
Okay. Whose car is it?
It's a rental.
Oh, it's a rental? Do you have your ID on you, sir?
Little did the rookie officer know that the driver he pulled over was a former police officer, ready to school him on his wrongful action.
Where are you guys going tonight? Any place fun?
We're dropping off some stuff at one of the local clubs.
Still live in Illinois?
I'm sorry?
Yeah. Does everyone still live in Illinois?
I do.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know if you guys were local or tourists or anything like that.
It's in my bag.
Do you have any ID on you?
Yes.
Go and get it for me, please. Thank you. That's not your wallet?
No, we drove down here.
My ID is Illinois, but I just moved here. Oh, you did? Yeah. Okay. Do you have your ID on you? It's in my bag in the trunk.
I used to be a police officer. I'm just asking why everybody's been asked for their ID. If you stop. I'm just asking why everybody's been asked.
I just want to know who we're out with, that's all.
Okay, because I'm used to be a police officer, so I've never had to deal with everybody in the car getting their IDs.
Yeah, we just like to know who we're out with.
If it's just for speeding, that's why I'm trying to see what's going on.
Like I said, we just like to know who we're out with.
Okay, is there something going on in the area?
Not that I'm aware of anything particular, no.
Okay. Okay. Because when you were coming toward me, I saw the light. It kind of blinded me. And I thought something was wrong because I saw the light flash in my face.
Well, like I said, I visually estimated your speed.
and at that point, I look to see who was driving. Because let's just say, you know, the car runs from me or whatever, I want to be able to identify the driver.
The officer's attitude changed instantly when he realized he was up against a former cop and couldn't intimidate him. Regardless of his intentions before the stop, shining a bright light directly into the driver's face was a clear misstep.
Where were you a police officer?
St. Louis in the city of Atlanta.
St. Louis, Missouri? And then again in Atlanta?
Yeah, I moved, I transferred because I got tired of being in St. Louis. And
what do you mean you transferred?
I transferred, they were paying more.
Okay.
Yeah, I was making like $38,000. And Atlanta was paying like 45.
Do they take like laterals, like did they give you time for your?
Yes.
Okay. What did you do about getting a certificate out of Georgia?
After I resigned, I didn't think about doing it anymore.
No, I mean like how did you carry over your certificate?
Oh, well, doing the ladder program, they just did the accreditation from St. Louis Police Academy because you get the same credits as you do with them.
So they have like an equivalency of training kind of thing?
Yeah, I only did like 8 weeks.
Okay, that's what I was asking. I didn't know if they like honored it or whatever.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
The Orlando police officer had no legitimate reason to stop the car. At one point, it even seemed like a racially motivated stop, but now the officer's focus shifted to learning more about the former cop that he had pulled over.
Who's that from? So how long were you total?
St. Louis is about 4.5 years.
And what's your birthday?
Atlanta was about 4.
Okay. What were your assignments?
I did some intern in car theft.
Okay.
And I did a little bit of homicide, but mostly I just a beat cop.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. I was just curious.
Oh, no problem. No problem.
Just sit tight, guys. As long as your licenses come back valid and stuff.
Okay.
No tickets tonight. I don't really want to like enjoy writing tickets or anything.
I understand. I appreciate it.
Just one of those things.
Okay.
Appreciate everything you guys have done, being cooperative with us. Be safe tonight, okay?
I appreciate it.
Take care.
Thank you.
Have a good one. Good night.
But that was a traffic stop.
In the end, the officer let them off with just a warning and no ticket. It was clear this outcome was thanks to the former cop who refused to be intimidated by the corrupt officer. Well, the actions of these next cops will make this officer seem like an angel.
And at that point is when you're out of the car and you fire 2 rounds.
2 rounds, yes.
And why'd you fire 2?
Yeah, I can see this kid's eyes rolling in the back of his head.
In November of 2014, a couple of officers from the Cleveland Police Department were dispatched after complaints were made about a juvenile carrying a gun in public. As Officer Garmbach and Timothy Lohman arrived at the scene, they urged the kid to surrender. However, the 12-year-old Tamir Rice went inside in his pocket and took out the gun. Seeing this, Officer Lohman did something unthinkable. Officer Lohman, the child twice, killed instantly. It was later revealed the boy had only been carrying a toy replica gun, sparking some massive controversy. The police department launched an internal investigation and called in Officer Garmbach for questioning.
Lorraine and Madison, I'm explaining to my partner, I'm giving him a scenario. I tell him this is a gun run. What would you do in a gun run? He starts going out, well, I'd get out of the car, I'd be in a certain stance, and I stopped him at that point. I said, this is a gun run. Be prepared for the worst case scenario. I tell him, have your gun unholstered already on your lap. Okay. He says, okay. And then, so as we're still proceeding northbound on West Boulevard, I explained to him that we're gonna go in through the back way because it puts us right by the swings.
Officer Garmbach explained how the officers were never aware of the fact that he was carrying a replica gun. However, he didn't defend Officer Lohman, who ultimately fired the fatal shot.
See that there's nobody on the swing. I can see somebody in the pavilion. Can't make out anything until I get closer.
Pavilion is the gazebo area that's
Yes. Yes. It's right next to the swing. It's almost adjacent to it.
Okay.
As I get closer to the dead end, there's a sidewalk. You can go right up into the park. As I get up into that sidewalk, I can see the camouflage hat. I can see the gray coat and black sleeves. I said, there's the guy. So I start going up that way. I can see the guy stand up. He starts coming. He went like westbound for a few steps out of the pavilion, and he started proceeding northbound, like he's gonna run. So I drive the zone car through the grass and up and over. And as I'm driving through there, following, I keep telling my rookie, I go, he's gonna run. Be prepared, he's gonna run. As I get closer and closer, the kid stops and turns and faces us. At this time, I can hear Patrolman Loman yelling, "Show me your hands, show me your hands, show me your hands." I can see through here the kid reaching, pulling.
Now, moments like these, they're hard for cops, and they do take a toll on them. The officer started to get emotional as he went on to narrate the firing incident.
Take your time.
I didn't know it was a kid. I could see him pulling the gun out of his waistband. I don't know if I was in the car or out of the car. I can still see him through the window. I heard 2 shots.
How many shots?
I think 2.
2. Okay.
I then run around the car. I can see the suspect down, and I can see right by him. There's a handgun, a foot or 2 away from his hand. I go running up to it. I kick the gun out of the way. I'm letting dispatch know that we have a male down.
After shooting the poor kid, the officers tried to provide some first aid, but they realized that it was too little, too late.
We gotta roll him. We roll him. We checking for exit wounds. There's no exit wounds. We roll him back. He's asking, FBI agent's asking if we have any blankets, any pads, anything in our car. I tell him, no, we don't. We have nothing. I get on radio. I'm telling him, speed it up, speed it up. And they don't. I mean, it don't seem nothing's going on.
Hold on.
Take your time.
I can see this kid's eyes rolling in the back of his head. He's barely breathing, and there's no rescue squad there. Finally, I'm holding it. Fire comes up. They're walking so slow. Other units who are on scene tell them to speed it up, get over there. They still walk slow.
Garmbach was showing emotion throughout the interrogation and claimed that the EMS took an eternity to arrive. Soon after this interrogation, the detectives called in Officer Loman, who was the actual suspect in the poor juvenile. Shockingly, he had a completely different demeanor as compared to Officer Garmbach.
As we, are getting closer, you can, the male matched the exact description that radio gave us, the camouflage hat, the gray sweatshirt with black sleeves, and it was a black male. And the male, was sitting there, and then he turns around and notices our zone car, approaching him. The male immediately stands up, and he grabs the gun off the table and shoves it in his waistband.
Okay, but how far do you think you were away from him at that point?
I would say 30 yards, maybe. I would say about, I'm not 100% sure. I would say about at least 30 yards. So I opened the door slightly ajar, and I had presented my weapon, and I started screaming verbal commands. Put your hands in the air, put your hands in the air, let me see your hands, freeze, put your hands in the air. I said numerous times, not loud, and I presented my gun, through the window, so,
Is your window down?
It was closed, I believe, not 100%. I believe it was closed. But I had the door slightly ajar open, and I was, making sure my gun could be seen by the male, so he knew that, this was not a joke, that we were serious,
It was quite bizarre to see Officer Loman show no remorse or guilt as he calmly presented the facts of the incident. During the investigation, it was uncovered that he had been declared emotionally unstable and unfit for duty in his previous police job, information that he never disclosed to the Cleveland Police Department. This raises serious concerns about the hiring practices of our law enforcement agencies.
He looks at me, he lifts up his shirt, and he takes his other hand and reaches down and begins to pull up a weapon, a black gun. Now, at this time, I'm pushing the door open and trying to exit the vehicle, Now, the vehicle could have still been moving at a very slow speed because I believe we were sliding a little bit because of the debris, and the subject, had the gun like so, in like the abdomen area, almost raised, and I fired 2 shots, and then I attempted to take cover and move, and in the process of taking cover, I believe I twisted my ankle and slipped and fell, and I was on the ground. But when I returned upward, I was leaning on the cruiser because my leg hurt. I was at the back of the cruiser, rear end, but I couldn't stand because I had injured my ankle.
The poor 12-year-old was mercilessly in broad daylight by this officer, and he never once apologized for his actions. Soon the investigator posed a troubling question, but the shameless officer continued with his statements as if nothing had happened.
I believe it was with his right hand. One hand had the shirt, and the other was reaching down in his waistband and pulling up.
So you see his hand on the weapon?
Yes, yeah.
Where at on the weapon?
Like in a grip on the, the grip of the gun.
And then can you see the gun coming out?
He was pulling it upward towards his abdomen.
All right, and at that point is when you're out of the car and you fire 2 rounds?
2 rounds, yes.
And why'd you fire 2?
I fired 2, and I also wanted to get out of the position that I was in because I was trapped in the doorway, and if I was fired upon, like I couldn't go backwards, I couldn't go forward or left because the door, I was trapped in the door. So the only exit option I had was to retreat to the back of the cruiser, and even that was kind of like a far retreat given the how close we were to them. But so I was able to lunge over to the area, but like I said, I hurt myself, and I was able to get behind the cruiser for cover.
Soon after this interrogation, Officer Lohman was fired from the Cleveland Police Department. However, surprisingly, the department still justified the shooting. The family of Tamir Rice filed a lawsuit against the city and the police department. The city eventually decided to settle suit with $6 million. The city of Cleveland agreed Monday to pay $6 million to settle a civil rights lawsuit brought by the family of Tamir Rice, 12-year-old boy who and killed by a police officer on November 22, 2014. The city did not admit any wrongdoing in the killing of Tamir, who was holding an air pellet gun and walking outside a rec center when he was shot by Officer Timothy Lohman. Well, this isn't the last time a police officer was caught breaking the law and held accountable for it.
You're speeding. Yes, sir. With no lights on. Yes, sir. 2, I don't know why you keep going off the road. That's why I stopped you.
On June 10, 2024, a New Mexico State police trooper saw another police car going above 100 miles per hour and swerving erratically. The trooper initiated a traffic stop after sensing the danger, and as he approached the car, it became immediately obvious that something was seriously wrong.
How's it going?
Good, how are you?
Good. What's the hurry?
I'm just in my way to work. I have like 11 minutes left.
You have 11 minutes left?
Yeah,
okay.
I win that.
Okay, and also, you're not staying in your lane.
I'm sorry, boss. I have a low tire. That's all it is.
Come back here and talk to me real quick. Yeah. Right here. Yep. Over here. Yeah. So you're doing so. Stand right here. Yep. So did you even see me on the freeway?
I didn't see you. I'm sorry.
Okay. You didn't see me at all?
No, sir.
You didn't see me at all?
No, I didn't.
Okay. Were you doing a buck 12? And I turned around. I actually saw you in the median. I turned around. And I've been chasing you probably since the 2:12-ish.
Okay.
Officer Jordan Hernandez was asked to step out of the car as soon as the trooper detected a strong odor of alcohol coming from the vehicle. Hernandez insisted he was on his way to work, but trooper wasn't buying it, and he continued the investigation as his suspicion grew.
Did you do a favor? You have your weapon on you, right?
What's that?
You have your weapon on you?
Yes, sir.
Let's put it in your car real quick. Okay. And your taser. When does shift start?
12, sir.
12? Okay, start here. So, Mr. Hernandez, where are you coming from?
Las Lunas.
Where do you live at in Las Lunas?
What's that?
Where do you live at?
Hunting Ranch.
Hunting Ranch?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Mr. Hernandez, like, I told you to put your gun away. Okay, yes, I'll be flat out honest with you. Okay, 1, you're speeding.
Yes, sir.
With no lights on.
Yes, sir.
2, I don't know why you keep going off the road. That's why I stopped you.
Honestly, can I show you why?
Well, you can tell me why.
It's because I don't have my other light or my other key, and so my other key, like, it fucks me up because I don't have my other key in the ignition, and so it's pulling on my belt. That's why. Like, I can show you, sir.
So that's why you can't stay in one lane?
No.
Okay, no. I asked you, why can't you stay in one lane?
Because I'm trying to log on to all my stuff and everything like that.
Okay. So when did you start logging into it?
Hernandez made an effort to shift the blame, but the trooper didn't waste any time in starting the field sobriety test. Hernandez's justifications did not sway the officer from investigating.
Mr. Hernandez, when did you last drink alcohol?
Yesterday.
Okay, I'm gonna check your eyes real quick.
Okay.
Put your toes together. Yep. I'm gonna talk about flashing lights. What time yesterday?
Probably 12.
Noon yesterday?
Yes, sir.
So like 12 hours ago?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
No. Like noon the day prior.
Okay. I'm gonna check your eyes. Okay. So nothing drink recently?
No, sir.
Okay, any major head injury?
Just a headache recently, but nothing crazy.
Okay. When did you graduate the academy?
About 3 years ago, sir.
Okay. Was I one of your instructors?
What's that?
Was I one of your instructors?
No, sir.
Okay. See my fingertip?
Yes, sir.
Follow my fingertip with your eyes only. Don't move your head. Yes. So, Mr. Hernandez, can you explain why I would smell alcohol from your breath?
I don't know why, sir.
Okay, here we go. Don't move your head. Mr. Hernandez, do you have a license?
On me, yeah.
Can I see it? Is that your sides?
Yes, sir.
Follow my fingertip. Don't move your head. Don't look at my knuckle, look at my fingertip, okay?
The cop was obviously drunk because of how unsteady his eyes were. His tactic of shifting the blame while intoxicated sounded ridiculous, as he was clearly drunk.
Okay, same thing, I'm going to go up and down. Follow the fingertip.
Yep.
Mr. Hernandez, 2 more quick tests. We'll possibly get you on your way. That was your right foot. I said place
Oh, sorry, I can't hear you.
Okay. Now, Mr. Hernandez, place your right foot directly in front of your left, touching the other toe, like directly in front. Hands at your sides.
Can I take off my mags?
You,
I can't see it over my bag.
Sure, go ahead.
Okay. Can I put them on your hood?
You can put them in your car.
Okay. Sorry, I can't see over my hood. Or my mags.
You understand what I want you to do?
Yes, sir.
Next up will be step number 1.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Okay, turn and face me.
During the walk and turn test, the officer clearly displayed discomfort and lack of coordination. Sensing this, the trooper opted to give one final test before reaching a definitive judgment on Hernandez's condition.
Yes, sir.
Any questions?
No, sir.
Do you fully understand?
Yeah, can I?
Sure, you can face whichever way you want. Whenever you're ready, I'll tell you when to stop.
2001, 2002, 2003, 2004,
Okay, come over with me. Can you count backwards?
Yes, sir.
Count backwards from the number 58 to 43 backwards.
Yes, sir.
Don't sing them. Don't sing them.
Don't sing them?
Yeah, just count backwards.
Okay. 58, 57, 56, or sorry, 40 or 58 to where?
43.
43, okay. 58, 57, 56, 55, 54, 53, 52, 51, 50, 49, 48, 47, 46, 44, 45, 44, 43.
You done?
Yes, sir.
Okay. The alphabet.
Yes, sir.
Starting with the letter H as in Henry, stopping at the letter R as in Robert. Recite them forward. Don't sing them.
H star.
H star.
HIJKLMNOPQR.
Hernandez showed clear indications of impairment even though he wasn't totally drunk. This was enough justification for the trooper to conduct the arrest, acting as a stark reminder that no one is above the law, not even those who are tasked to uphold it.
Unfortunately, Mr. Hernandez, I believe that you're well over the legal limit. Okay. Okay. Go and take a view. So I will do the favor of that. Would you disagree with me?
I wouldn't agree with you, sir.
No, I said would you disagree with me?
I would disagree with you.
Okay.
Can I put it in my unit?
Sure.
I'm not going to argue.
I know you're not.
I'm good. Here.
Who's your sergeant?
Do you want me to give him a call?
We'll call him in a minute.
To be extra safe, the trooper told Hernandez to take off any police gear before making the arrest.
Oh, do you have a t-shirt? Do you have a t-shirt?
Yeah.
Let's take off the APD. Go. Okay, look back there. Front of this guy. Face front of this car. Yep. Look your hands. Mr. Hernandez? I thought that's what they said, Mr. Callas.
That's my shirt. That's my partner. I wear his shirt.
Okay.
It's just because his shirt fits better.
Okay. So, Mr. Hernandez, I'm about to tell you something very important. You are now under arrest for driving under the influence of intoxicating liquor and/or drugs.
Now, undoubtedly, it is ironic that a police officer would be taken into custody for a DUI, but the drama didn't end there. Hernandez's circumstances were made more difficult by his refusal to submit to a breathalyzer test, which would have automatically resulted in 1-year suspension of his driver's license.
You have the right to reasonable opportunity to arrange for a physician, a licensed nurse, or laboratory technician or technologist who's available at the hospital, or a physician of your own choice to perform additional chemical test. The cost of this additional test will be paid for by a law enforcement agency, which is us, the New Mexico State Police. Mr. Hernandez, do you agree to take our test? Which time I'm asking for a breath test.
No, sir.
Okay, sir, I can't afford you to take our test, but if you refuse, you will lose your New Mexico driver's license or non-resident operating privilege for 1 year. If you are convicted in court for driving while under the influence, you may also receive a greater sentence if you have refused to be tested. Furthermore, you'll be charged with aggravated DWI, which you know. With that in mind, do you want to submit to a breath test?
No, sir.
Do you turn around this way? Open your mouth. Lift your tongue. Nothing in your mouth. It's now 12:06. Okay. And I'll take the phone from you. And then we'll call your sergeant. I gotta call my lieutenants anyway. That's fine.
After being taken to the police station, Hernandez was formally accused of DUI. He was put on administrative leave after the arrest, and the case not only jeopardized his career but also highlighted the seriousness of the charges. If you love seeing bad cops get put in their place, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more epic takedowns. And if you found this to be enjoyable, you will absolutely love seeing how this murderer was brought to light. Check it out right here.